So you should know this rule of never, ever, ever chase a girl. Matter of fact, chase a bag, chase your money, chase anything. And if anything, you shouldn't be really chasing in life. It's more about when you create these opportunities, he must come in. So I definitely want y'all to get when it comes to a woman, you can make it easy. When you want her to regret missing, want you back, I was gonna say, you ignore her and stuff like that. You have to get that your focus has to go to something else that grows, and that could be you getting other females sometimes, which is not necessarily what I'm recommending. But think about when all of a sudden you have a different routine, you're doing different things, and then now she finds herself like, where is he at? She's looking at her phone. She's now talking to her girls like, I can't believe he didn't text me in a minute. Now, y'all, I'm going to give you some more reasons and things that you got to do that's going to work. But as you can see on the screen, your girl finally dropped some merch. So as you can see, it's a BBA. Obviously, it stands for BBossArmy, and I'm going to be dropping other stuff as well, different merch. So these products are not all going to be there. These products are very much limited, a lot of them. So of course, if you want to support your girl, you like any of these items, and they don't all just say my brand, but they do say other stuff. There's so much more that I didn't put on the screen. So if you go to my website, you'll see it there, and shop and find what you like. And just in advance, thank you everybody that does go ahead and purchase. I appreciate it so much. And just know there is no BBoss without you guys, and that's a fact. And I want to just thank y'all for supporting me over the years, because best believe y'all have kept me going, and you always know your girl loves y'all. I love y'all so much, and thank you. It will always be appreciated, and I'll always be grateful for your support. And I don't want to drag this video too long as far as what's going on and all that stuff, but just in advance, again, thank you. And don't forget all the other links, Patreon, all that good stuff. Okay, now back to what I was saying. When I'm explaining that a female is checking on you, seeing what you're up to, what's going on with you, she's seeing that, oh, okay, should I take this guy serious? Is he my type? What you want yourself to end up doing is showing to her that, you know what, I don't care, right? So even on one of these merchandise that I have, it just says that your attention is currency. And this means that whatever you put your focus on is going to grow. So sometimes we think of currency as money, and then we think of how women can be hypergamous, or they want specific type of guys, and then you find yourself like I don't have enough, I'm not doing enough. That's not the case. You're too caught up on like, well, I gotta fulfill my bag, or I gotta make this much. It's not even about that sometimes, and it's not even about the status and all that. It's more about what are you doing in that given moment. There's so many guys that have the things that you might think of that a female would want, and yet because he doesn't give her attention, yet because he has boundaries and he sticks on it, that's when it makes her feel away. Another thing about women is that they are emotional. That's biological, right? So if, let's say, you go ahead and put your attention somewhere else and she's not getting it, she's gonna feel away. Unlike a lot of fellas, y'all don't need attention for validation. I mean, maybe some of y'all would appreciate it, right? And so you want yourself to make sure you're spending your time wisely on the proper things. A woman that's not giving you attention or showing you like she cares, you don't need to. Whether you like the attention or not, whether you want her or not, you have to be getting respected at the end of the day. And that's where women fall for you. That's where regret comes in naturally. When you're getting too caught up and emotional and you find yourself getting so invested, why would she be missing you? Because when she checks her phone, she knows that either I'll text him when I'm ready, or, oh, like obviously he texted me, I'm not waiting for a text, right? And women will test you another thing too, right? So you want to find yourself never failing. That's for certain. But the way I want you to look at it and understand is that never failing means, what are you doing to upgrade yourself? So if you're gonna pass a test, let's say she knows you to be a guy that can get clingy, or when she's like getting very busy, you find yourself like wanting more of her, right? Like, hey, you haven't texted me. So what you're supposed to then do is, okay, like I have this habit, and she knows this as like one of my weaknesses. And so every time that I find that I send a text and I don't get a message that day, best believe either, and this is depending on the type of guy you are, but either I'm not gonna say nothing at all, or I'm gonna straight up ignore her. When I say you're going to straight up ignore her, just view it as like, I'm not going to fall for it. I'm going to make her wait until I feel like texting her. This is why sometimes females will want to be like, oh, he's disrespectful, or yeah, like he's rude and stuff. But yet those are the same guys she goes back to, because she knows she can't run this type of stuff, that when she runs on these guys and if they fall for it, she gets bored, she gets tired, she gets uninterested, you're not all of the sudden her type. She's like done with you, sort of thing. So always view it as like, okay, you know what, I gotta just be mean in a sense, not intentionally where like, oh, I have to try so hard. Just naturally you should be fed up. Naturally you got to be like, I'm tired of being tired of these games. How much more do you need to see in order to be pushed away? Another thing I want y'all to get is that females, they're like really honestly wanting to be left alone oftentimes, and then when they get that, they don't like it. So in other words, all I'm trying to say is always remember that a woman wants y'all to go ahead and give them what they want, but what they want is not really what they want. You will win with that. So whatever woman you are dealing with, that let's say you start doing something because you're showing respect or you're getting tired of her, and she tells you, oh, don't do that no more, or I don't like when you're doing that. That's what you actually have to do, because some of y'all fall for that and then you're like, okay, well, I got to do more, or I'm not doing enough, or she said I got to do this. No, you got to give her that, okay, I have a reason to walk away, I have a reason to be tired. Now, I didn't ask this in the beginning. How do y'all feel about the merch? I actually should have asked in the beginning. I just thought about it right now. And if you're watching all the way up until now, thank you. Appreciate it, of course. So now that we're wrapping up a bit, getting closer to the end of the video, I want y'all to make it easier for yourself when you're dealing with women, because these days when you overcomplicate it because your emotions are invested, some of y'all spent money on her, some of y'all spent all your energy, and energy gets you emotional, because energy in motion is gonna get you emotional, right? So you want to find yourself not entertaining it, not dealing with it, not about it. At the end of the day, like whatever she says about you or whatever she is trying to front and put out, don't fall for it. Like, women have this tendencies of like trying to trick you, trying to make you fall for it, trying to make you think that that's the case, and that's not the case. So when you're over here like, man, maybe I should talk to her and try to understand what she's feeling, most times you just got to give her less and not overcomplicate it for yourself. In the beginning of the video, I explained how when you're like kind of putting that focus onto you and what you should be focused on, and what if you are ever to chase, because you should believe you're abundant, and when you're abundant you receive things. You put that effort in, of course, but you receive things. So you want to know that it's going to come to you at the end of the day. You don't have to worry about, dang, do I have to run after it? And I'm just referring to females in general, because that's the one thing y'all be running after when it's that one that you really care about. So really just don't do the things that she now says you have to do when she's already lost that chance. You don't have to treat her good. She doesn't deserve it. She has to earn it. That's simple. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this video at this. I do have a lot more to talk about, but of course y'all know I normally do my videos this long. Again, thank you for everybody that buys, and I just want to thank y'all so much for your support over the years. I appreciate y'all, and I will talk to y'all very much soon. And yeah, bye y'all. I love y'all. Take care of yourselves.